Good morning, what is it? It's Friday. I was a bit confused because normally I'm at work on a Friday, but I've taken today off. I sometimes work Saturdays and I get time off in lieu. So I worked a couple of Saturdays ago, and at the last minute on Wednesday I asked my boss if I could take this Friday off. So I've got lots to do that I want to catch up on, and I thought it would just be nice because it's half term as well. So both the girls are off. Just be nice to be here. I'm going out for pizza later with my oldest friend, but that's always good because it always follows the same predictable pattern. We meet about 7. We have the same pizza each. We always get we go to Pizza Express and we always get the American. We share a bottle of wine. Sometimes if we're feeling particularly leery, we have an extra glass, and then we're home by 9. So it's perfect. But that's not until this evening. So right now, it's now 9 o'clock, and I've been up for a while, and I've just been knitting on my sock and watching some YouTube. I've fully caught up now on Sarah at Yarn Mug. So I've just started on, it's the 1st of June today, and I've just started on Rachel at So Raimi's May Vlogs. No, she called it something else. Vlogmaze, that's what she called it, Vlogmaze, because I haven't watched any May vlogs at all, and I know both Rachel and at So Raimi and Gaynor Tales from Cuckoo Land did it. I haven't watched any of them, so I think I'm going to alternate. I think I'm going to do like 1 or 2 days of Rachel, 1 or 2 days of Gaynor, and binge watch that today as I'm going about my day. And they are both, and Sarah, who I mentioned before at Yarn Mugs, they are all three of them knitting, crochet, crafty, daily life vloggers who I know in real life. I've never met Rachel, but we've been WhatsApp buddies for a long, long time. But Sarah, I've met up with several times. I've been lucky enough to call her a real life friend, and the same with Gaynor as well. So it's lovely to catch up with what they're doing. I turned the heel on my sock. I didn't do it last night. I got a bit tired and I was afraid I might mess it up. So I've just turned the heel on my second sock, and I'm now on the gusset decreases. So I'm hoping by the end of today I will have got through all the gusset decreases and I'll just be on the home straight on the foot, which would be nice. For some reason I noticed this morning when I started, I don't know if I just didn't leave enough yarn tail when I started casting on, or if I for some reason cut it. But look, I've only got that to weave in. I'm going to have to be super careful to weave that in really well because it's a really tiny bit of yarn. So I'm going to do that. Really pleased with how it's looking. Such a lovely royal blue. I love royal blue. I like wearing this colour. Yeah. Anyway, it's time for me to put away the knitting for a bit. I've got to go and get myself organised. I've got my list that I wrote just before I was going to sleep, because that's the time when all the stuff goes into my head. I've got a cat asleep on my lap. That's why I'm in this really awkward position. And I am going to go and make myself another cup of tea and make myself a list for today, parcel up some more orders, get that sorted, and do all the kind of business stuff that I need to do today. I had a bit of a wobble about whether or not I was going to actually do this as little daily vlogs for a week or not, but I think I will. So hopefully you will have seen the first one, and hopefully it was interesting. Right, more tea. Mia, I need to go and do human grown-up things. Much as it would be nice to do just lounging about cat things, I need to move you. Oh, sorry. Come on. Look, if I put a cushion here, you could sleep here. No? Not good enough. About 4 o'clock. I think the last time I spoke to you was about 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's just put this down. Just in my very messy kitchen because everyone's at home. Dan's in our room, that's where he works. He's got a desk that he sets up during the day. I'm just looking at my kitchen surfaces and they need a good wipe down, but I think that can wait till tomorrow. Yeah, so it's 4 o'clock. The girls, both my girls, are in the living room watching old episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and slobbing about and just enjoying a bit of the final rest day before we go back to all the usual shenanigans at the weekend. And next week they go back to school and college and ramp up before the end of the school year. So I'm going to go and sit with them and I'm either going to also watch old episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine or I might put my audiobook on, I'm not sure yet, but whatever I have to entertain my eyes or ears, I am going to knit. I kind of want to crochet, but that involves reacquainting myself with the hexagon pattern and I'm suddenly feeling really tired. So I think I'm just going to stick with the knitting. I might cast on a new pair of socks, I'm not sure. I've got a couple of hours before I need to get ready to go out. Oh, I had my nails done as well. I went and had them done because they were such a state. She had to file them down quite short, but I really like them short, so I'm really pleased. And I just went for a nice dark mossy green. And then she said, oh, it matches your t-shirt. And I was like, oh, yeah, hadn't planned that, but quite happy. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to go and sit and knit and just treat myself to that instead of wiping down my kitchen surfaces. Because I'm a grown-up and I can make those choices. Just want to explain, I've had a bit of a costume change. A little bit of a change of top because I was just getting myself a drink when the doorbell went and it was my neighbour and she had some leftover cream that she wondered if we could make use of. So I took that and I gave her some eggs and in the process of that I introduced her to the new chickens and I picked up Hannah and she pooed all over me. So I had to go and change my top. I'm in my pyjama top. So when you see me knitting in a different t-shirt, that's why. There we go. I've got that perfectly positioned so you can see me. You can just see Lilia in the background reading her book. Oh no, you're on your phone. And you can't see the pile of ironing that's on the floor. It's all an illusion. Look, my hair's a bit straighter and I've got a bit of slap on. I sat down saying I was going to work on my socks and maybe cast on another pair of socks and then promptly started a new cross stitch. So I lied. I am fickle and I am a liar. I started another hoops and crosses pattern. Have I got my phone with me? No, my phone is plugged in. I need to check. I will check and put on the screen if this pattern is still available because it was a free one and I'm not sure if it's something you can still download. So it's just the pattern and what do I want to say? It was a free one. I will show you what it looks like, but I'll be careful because I obviously don't know if it is still a freebie. And it looks like this. Ooh. I thought that was really lovely, but I decided to go off-piste for some reason. This was some time ago, and replace all the colours. So it's obviously a gradient from a very light green out to a dark green. And I instead have gone for an orange for the words. And then I've done a gradient of browns instead of greens. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, all right, there's sniffing in the background. So I can't, So I can't remember exactly the order, but I think... Is that the order? I think this is the order. Whoops. Oh, I've never had to hold up embroidery floss before like this. Normally I'm holding up skeins of yarn. So yes, this is my light one going through the browns to the dark. So that's my gradient, which hopefully you're getting a little bit of a impression of there. And then it's going to have the orange as the letters. Who do I think I am? Going off pieced with cross stitch. I need to get a bit of cardboard and punch some holes in it to hold my snipped bits of threads as well. But this is as far as I've got. I've written ust. I didn't even fold it in half to get the actual centre. This hoop is way bigger than it needs to be, so I've got plenty of room to move around, and I just eyeballed where the middle was and started just to the left of the middle of the U. So I've just got to do the T and R, and then I can work on my gradient. I'm really looking forward to it. It's not quite full coverage. There is some white space, clear space, but I really wanted to get another cross stitch on the go because I really loved the other one I worked on, and I've got a few that I want to work on, so I'm glad that I started that, and that's in one of my very early dodgy bags. I really like this, and it's perfect for that size of embroidery hoop. I then did pick up and do a bit on my sock. I have turned the heel. I am on the gusset decreases, and I've just started on the third of the 4 dark blue stripes that will be on this sock. So I've just started on the third. I've got another 4 or 5 rounds to do on that. Excuse me. It's like the third person that's knocked on the door today. This one better be exciting.
It's not.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. It is exciting.
Amazon.
It's from Amazon. It's nothing to do with crafting and making though, but I'll show it to you anyway. So I'm ready to go out basically. I don't have to go for another half hour, so I'm going to do a bit more knitting. And I'm wearing my feather weight cardigan, which I washed recently and didn't block. I just hung it on a hanger, but it seems to be all right because it is quite chilly today, so I can get away with it. This is a very light cardigan. It's quite short in the arms, and yeah, I really like this. I want to make another one in a bit more. I want to make one that's a bit more going outy, like maybe with a bit of sparkle or something, like a very dark midnight blue or green with a bit of sparkle, or even black. I'm not sure I could make a cardigan with black yarn. It's bad enough with the dark blue. As much as I like it, it is hard to see. Why can't I rip open a paper bag? I'm going to show everyone because I'm sure you're dying to know what these are. But it's nothing to do with knitting and crochet. This is the latest in my long line of experimentation for getting decent shoes that fit me. I've taken up ballet. That's the story for my other channel probably, but I can't find proper shoes to wear during my ballet fitness classes. So I'm trying jazz shoes now. Every member of my family laughs at me when I mention this. Oh, these feel quite good actually. Oh, I'm going to go and knit. My family are so rude to me. I shall just quickly experiment. I'll do a little turn about the living room.
What are you doing? Can't sing, no.
Silly. Cheers, Caroline.